I did want to say one more thing, but I don't know if it's too much. Because I love what you said about the shoulder girdle organization and pushing that away and then letting go. I don't know if we should add this or not, but
welcome back, everyone. We are for Pilates' sake, Veronica and Matilda. And in this video, we are going to show you foot ankle, which is a beginnerish exercise. Let's do it. Yes. And then we can talk about the whys and if there really is not a lot of breakdown, these are as beginner as they get. The springs would be a 2-3 or a 2-2. I do 2-3. You're going to put the ball of your foot on the paddle. Once you put your shin on the chair, please look down, if you don't have a mirror in front of you, that your hip, your knee, and your ankle are somewhat in alignment. We don't want that veered off. Your hand positioning could be here on the chair, arms crossed, hands behind your head. I just want to talk about the hand position for a second. I mean, your hand is there, but remember, all Pilates exercises are full body. So there really shouldn't be this resting phase. So I'll tell my clients to gently push the vinyl forward to help give them a little bit of a rebound back in your belly. And this is a slight flexion exercise. It is not an arced exercise, which I see a lot of. Yeah. You do allow, and I'll show it on this side, you know, you do have that sense of the pelvis resting on the head of the femur, but you want that tail curl, just a subtle one, to give you a little bit of your low belly flexors. And then you would sort of look down towards your fingertips. So up here, of course, now my neck would be an extension, does not follow the curve of the spine, if that's way too far forward. So no matter what the curve is, we're looking for a uniform bend. Then the choreography is just inhale to push the paddle down, exhale to flex. Now all 5 of my balls of my feet are on the paddle. I'm allowing the paddle to lift my foot towards my shin so I can get as much ankle flexion without hanging in the end range of the joint. And this is a wonderful place. You don't really need your anterior tibialis to do the work. The paddle does it for you, but it is a little bit more strengthening for the sole of the foot and a little bit of the soleus. And you would do 10 or something like that.
yes. So I'm going to keep you there for a moment, because what we see a lot is misalignment of the pelvis.
Right.
Yeah, something to look at in yourself or in your client. Now, if you are the teacher teaching a client, it's easy enough that you can come behind them and take a look at what's happening in the pelvis. But if you're in a group class and the teacher can't get to you, then here's a kind of a cue. So the first thing you want to make sure of, because Veronica's left leg is up on the paddle and her knee on the edge of the chair, the right hip, the tendency is for it to kind of come up and follow. So you want to make sure that your left pelvic half is kind of feeling like heavy and dropping. You can almost even cue yourself left sitting bone to your right ankle, and there's almost kind of like a scissoring effect. Maybe your inner thighs are working a little bit there to maintain this. And then once you have your pelvis in place, then you can start to create a little bit of flexion through the rest of your spine. So a little bit here, I don't know if you guys can notice, but Veronica could bend a little bit more through her lumbar, that a girl. And so maybe you're going to cue, take your psoas and carve it up along your lumbar spine in order to create lumbar flexion. Don't just push your lumbar back. It's not about overstretching tissue. It's about creating strength through your front line in the flexion. Totally. Yeah. I think that's the only really important piece. Not the only, I shouldn't say that, but pelvic stability, or pelvic alignment is really important in that.
Yeah, and you know, and even you just getting me to drop my pelvis a little bit more, holy doodle, did I ever get that in my glutes. So that's great, because I can't see myself. So this is why we like to teach each other.
Yeah, right? And it's a great skill for so many other exercises to know, this is where my leg belongs in my hip joint. And to create strength there is going to just translate into so many other exercises.
And I do want to add, if you have, for yourself or your client, if they really cannot do lower and lift very well on the reformer because all they want to do is move it from their knee joint because they really don't have that ankle mobility, this is a great place to promote ankle mobility without getting the knee involved.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. You're going to take me through it? Okay.
So we talked about the pelvis and its alignment and organization, and Veronica talked about the shoulder girdle and how when you have your hands down on the chair, you can gently push the vinyl. And by gently pushing the vinyl, it's kind of twofold. It's kind of cool. So the one thing you can do is push the vinyl to invite your femur bone into the back of the hip joint. And you could push the vinyl to start to create a little bit of flexion through your spine. The other thing you want to do is, as you're pushing the vinyl, allow the weight of your ribs to kind of fall down into your hands. Now, what you're strengthening here is your upside down push-up shoulder girdle organization. So don't think this is just a hanging out kind of exercise. Start strengthening that. So by the time you get to upside down push-up, you're kind of already getting that organization happening. Now, once you have the strength, what you're creating through the push of the hand, then it's not going to take much to take the hands off the chair and put them into your genie arms. Now, what if you take your hands off and all of your weight falls into your knee? You're not ready, right? So the leg pulling into the back of the hip, hooking into her lumbar spine, holding her up, tells her she's strong enough to allow for this removal of the hands. And then again, you can put them at the base of your skull as well. And that happens.
That can give you a little pushback.
Yeah, right? So let's draw the arms in though, and then pull your elbows in just a little bit more and pull your spine into your floor. Yeah.
There we go. This is heating me up, man.
Okay, so it's a really important piece there.
Whew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. We're done.